so I'm the opposite. Is that because I'm fucking old? Thank you. I'm Marty Ross, and as usual, I'm the oldest person in the room. And what all old people know is young people hate us. Don't you? Don't you? Yeah. What you don't know, young people, is we freaking hate you too. I don't know why other people hate you, but I'll tell you why I do. Because you can do stuff I can't do anymore. How many of you can jump out of bed in the morning? Make some noise.
Yeah.
Without falling on the floor. It sucks to get old. I'm telling you this, and if you're planning to get old, I'm going to try and talk you out of it. Here's the thing, I used to have a skill. I used to be able to hit a urinal from 10 feet. 10 feet, that's impressive, isn't it? And now, without the Viagra, I can't even clear my shoes. And young people they make fun of us. They don't think old people know anything. They think we're stupid because we don't understand this technology crap. Let me tell you, it just happened to me this morning. I went to the post office to pick up my emails and they were laughing at me. I said, hey, somebody's got them. People keep saying they're sending to me, so where the hell are they? Make that louder, will you please? Let me tell you how bad it is. With technology, no, that's not one of those questions. Save that to somebody who gives a shit. I don't. Now I'll go on. I'm starting to sound like him. Holy crap. Here's the thing. I tried calling my daughter the other day. I'm dialing her number. Dialing, nothing happened. I gave up. A few minutes later, my neighbor called. Said, do you realize for the last half hour your garage door's been going up and down? I love one applaud. The rest of you get with the damn program, will you please? You want to know what the best thing that's happened to me since I got old? Anybody want to know this? I'll tell you. Qualifying for Social Security. That worked out well. I drive down there, the guy said, do you realize we're running out of money? And I said, do you realize this shit's not going to work for me? How do you expect me to pay for my weed? And I need my weed. People, don't judge me. It's for medicinal purposes. No, without weed, I find the plot to Porn Flakes make no sense. Thank you for joining. All right, thank you. All right. You know, a couple of years ago, California was going to be the first state in the union to legalize marijuana. And it failed. And I don't know if you know why it failed, but I traveled around the state the day after the election. And everywhere I went, I heard the same thing. Crap, it was yesterday! I'm a grandfather.
Nice.
Why? Let me tell you something. I have an 8-year-old grandson, and he's such a dick. So we're playing checkers the other day, looks up at me and said, you're going down, bold man. And then he said, Grandpa, if you die while we're playing, I win. I told you. And he was so proud. He's 8. He was learning about George Washington in school, and he called me up and he said, Grandpa, do you realize that George Washington was the first president of the United States? And I said, yes, I did. And then he said, did you vote for him? And then my daughter put me in the most awkward situation. She said, you need to talk to your grandson about the birds and the bees. Look at me, I haven't had that conversation in quite a while. How about this? I'll tell you what I said, you tell me if I did it okay. Is that fair? I said, Matthew, have a seat. You need to know this for the rest of your life. It's about the birds and the bees. And this is what you have to know about the bees. The bees pollinate the flowers, which in turn rejuvenates the planet. And without bees, mankind would no longer exist. And this is what you have to know about the birds. The bird's a dirty whore named Linda who just wants your house and half of your money and the divorce. How'd I do? Thank you very much. Well, we're on the subject, huh? Anybody been divorced here? Applaud if you've been divorced. All right. Now applaud if it was your fault. Exactly. Yeah, a bunch of ballless people in this room. Well, let me tell you, every one of my marriages ended in divorce, and every divorce was my fault. I'm a man. It was the weed, you know that, right? No, this woman came up to me one day, she said, hey, pothead, I want a divorce. And I was like, who the hell are you? Weed people are on that side. Remember, never talk to them. Yeah, I'm divorced. I'm trying to date. You know how hard it is to date when you're 306 years old? It's freaking awful. I mean, where am I supposed to meet women? I can't go to bars and clubs. I can't do that. I can't compete with you young guys. And funerals are hit or miss. What am I supposed to do? Hang out at the Rite Aid drugstore, the prescription department, and hit on those little old ladies? Hey, you want to come back to my place and slam down some prune juice? So I'm banging this old lady. And the most amazing thing happened. Do you know sparks flew? No, that's when her hip replacement rubbed across the metal plate in my head. It was beautiful. No, and here, you know, I have to be honest. You know, I used to always date young women. I knew what I liked. I liked a woman with a tight body. But with the old ones, really, I only have two standards. Butt above the knees, boobs above the waist. If that's you, don't say a word. I won't notice, I can't see shit. And if that light was a plane coming at me, would someone please tell me to duck? Could you get a brighter light for a tiny room? No. All right. Now I'm seeing green spots. Perfect. All right. You're applauding green spots. I love this table. They applaud anything. Do you have weed too? They didn't answer. Did you hear that? No. So I'm telling you, young people. Anytime it comes to sex with old people, young people get sort of nauseous. Is that about right? But here's the problem. I'm going to talk about it anyway. Because it's not a lot different. You know, making love is making love. A lot of you like the romance, you know. Little music, wine, candlelight. Old people like that too. Just we can't hear the music. Wine makes us gassy. And we prefer to do it in the dark so we don't have to look at each other either. But that's why I like my women to wear glow-in-the-dark lipstick. No, once I know where the mouth is, I'm pretty sure I can find the rest of the parts. Give me a break, will you? But there is one difference between young people and old people. Old people, we're not sexually competitive at all. In fact, if any of us gets lucky, finishes, and remembers, it's a good night for all of us. Thank you. Hold it, because we're going to talk about something else now. She doesn't even know what it is. But the anticipation is killing her. So I'm not going to say shit. What were you thinking? Now, listen. I'm banging this 95-year-old lady. And the worst possible thing happened. I got an STD from the late 1800s. There is no cure.
Alone?
Did I die and come back? All right. Can't remember shit. I don't know if it's the weed or just being old, but I can't remember anything anymore. You know what it feels like? You ever walk into a room in your own house and have no idea why you're there? Yeah, you do. And young people, you do too, and I can't understand it because young people, you have no idea what it's like to be my age. Because now when I walk into a room, I find I'm in the wrong freaking house. And everyone's trying to help me. Let's help the old man remember shit. Everyone's giving me tips. A friend of mine said I need to leave Post-its around. Anybody try this? Tell you how well it worked. I came home the other day, couldn't remember what I was supposed to do. Walk in the room, I see a Post-it. It said, don't forget to do it tonight. Then I see a second Post-it, it said, have you done it yet? Then I see a third Post-it, it said, too late, asshole, you just crapped your pants. For those who still want to get old, this is your life. I had that 4-hour erection you've seen on TV. And I'll tell you something, I was just walking down the street when it hit. So I was so embarrassed, I panicked. I ran into the closest store I could find. It was a liquor store. You know, the guy took one look at me and gave me all the money from his cash drawer? And in all my shows, I like to do tips for you young guys because you're going to discover at some point in your life you're going to have trouble keeping your equipment up. And I know for me, I can't always afford the Viagra. So I've had to improvise. I tried quick dry cement. Oh. And I'm not real proud of this, but recently I tried 2 popsicle sticks and a rubber band. Tip, young dude, eat the popsicles first. I have to get out of here in a minute because I hear the ambulance coming to take me back to the nursing home. And I've been standing here for a while getting melted by that light. But I want to leave you with something. And something else too, words. You want the words, all right. I'm having trouble with Medicare. Here's the problem, they won't cover my Viagra anymore. But I read the booklet, and they will cover minor surgery. You guys know the clap, you know, lights on, lights off? I had one of those installed in me, down there. So ladies, please hold your applause unless you're willing to make a commitment. I'm Marty Ross, I love you guys. Thank you for having me.